The characters that I love, are so diverse. The plots, of scripture and the stories are so intricate, and the lessons learned are even more dynamic. Of One of these stories again is the Garden of Eden. It is in the story that the world changed forever. And the only other time such a change happened was the birth of Jesus. Still, there at the garden, there's so much that meets the eye, so many angles to look at, and so many lessons to be learned for the sake of this. And so we'll look at one of them. The devil still uses the same tricks as he did back in Eden today because they still work. One of which is ungratefulness. Let's just say that, for example, there were 100 different trees in the garden, 100 different trees, each with a different fruit or whatever element can grow in trees, and they were pretty too. And that's what you see in Genesis 2:9. Looking at that alone, I can't even name 50 different trees or the food that grows in them. However, out of the 100, God specifically said, don't eat of one. The tree of the knowledge of good and evil. You see that in verse 17, Genesis chapter 2. Now, if Eve, since she was tricked first, would have realized that she already had access to the other 99 trees and would have been grateful with that fact alone, she wouldn't have ate the one tree she wasn't supposed to. Likewise, many people today, we lose sight of the many great blessings that we do have and the value in them. Then, in some way or another, the devil comes in and shifts our focus to the one thing that we don't have and don't often need. We lose sight and forget the blessings we already have, which is far more compared to what we don't have. When the temptation of lust, if you want to call it, gets strong enough, we are led to do things that we shouldn't do, and we many times compromise and we get ourselves into situations that, you know, um, God didn't want us in the first place. The lesson here is that God knows what's best for us, in our lives, and what's best for to fulfill our purpose. We don't. We must be grateful always for the Lord has blessed us with, for what He's blessed us with. Be happy with those who God blesses as well. You see that Romans 12:5. And remember, what God has for us is for us.